This man has hundreds of credits on his filmography and TVography. Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, Heat, Dusk Till Dawn, Anaconda, Machete Kills, Grindhouse. So he's a perfect host for the second season, as he was the first, of El Rey Network's Man-at-Arms, Art of War. Thrilled to have here Danny Trejo once again.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you for many reasons. As number one, as you know, we've had you on before, and I had a great time. I'm a fan as well.
Thank you.
Also, there was an internet hoax about your well-being a couple weeks ago.
All the time. Somebody don't like me. Every once in a while.
What's going on with that? Danny Trejo is not dead was the 5-word tweet from your account 2 years ago, and it happened again just recently, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Hey, somebody don't like me.
Trying to off you. Well, I'm glad that they're not
that
doing
wouldn't be that. My daughter says, that wouldn't be so hard, Dad. There's only 5 places you go during the day. Chubby's Automotive, or the pantry, or or
your Trejo's Tacos, or Trejo's Coffee and Donuts, or a set somewhere for what you're doing. So you must be fired. I mean, this is a great time to be a Los Angeles sports fan that you are diehard for,
man,
correct?
God,
you were at the Rams-Vikings game the other night?
Yes. They didn't beat the spread, but they won.
Danny Trejo, everybody. Danny the Greek Trejo right there. And the Rams are undefeated. This is as good as as any team has been in the NFL in years.
I used to sneak into the Coliseum when the Rams were 1957 and 58, 56.
Mm-hmm.
We used to sneak in there because before you could just go into the bathroom and then go in with the family, And, wow, it's like to see them now, it's like unreal.
Yeah.
I never stopped being a fan of the Rams, but when they left, I just started, what's your team? What's the spread?
Right.
It didn't really matter.
Right. So, and we're seeing right now you hanging out with Eric Dickerson. There you are, right there.
And my best friend, Baby Bash, who I started a record company with,
right,
Trejo Music, he played with Eric Dickerson on a celebrity football game and scored. He scored 4 touchdowns. Eric Dickerson said he'd be a hell of a running back. Yeah.
Yeah, and there you are with Sue. I mean, that guy's huge too.
Oh,
what's the role that people recognize you for the most? That you're stopped on the street and say, "Hey, you're that guy from," or whatever. What do you get the most, Danny?
Really, I honestly, I hate to say it. No, I don't. But Spy Kids. I did a movie called Spy Kids. Robert Rodriguez. I did 4 movies, and I had 5-year-old kids come up and go, Mr. Machete, I love you, and Spy Kids. And I said, that was 15 years ago. This kid wasn't even, but kids about 18, 19, 20 years old to me is the best babysitters we've ever had. Just put in the CD
and off you go. So it's funny. So then one day when these Spy Kids grow up and get to see you in these Robert Rodriguez movies, or Tortuga on Breaking Bad, they'll go, uh-oh.
It kind of scares me when a 8-year-old comes and says, hey, I loved you, Machete.
Yeah. Do you really get that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So 8-year-olds are watching.
Come on. All they got to do, Mom might not let them watch it, but they just go over to somebody's house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got it on DVD.
You don't get a lot of Con Air? You get a lot of Con Air?
Every time I get into a plane, Captain will come out and go, hey, all right, you going to behave? Yeah, I'll be all right. It happened. I just got back from Texas yesterday.
Yeah.
And the pilots on the plane were like, hey, what's up? We got to put you in cuffs. No, I'll be all right.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
And then what about Heat? You got a good story from the set of Heat? God, I mean, with Pacino, De Niro, right? What was that like?
That was like, that's like sitting at the World Series with the star pitcher. I mean, it's like those are Val Kilmer. I'll be your Huckleberry. I mean, he should have won an Oscar for that movie. I don't care what anybody says. I'm sorry, man. For Tombstone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. That's the hand right there. John Voight.
Yeah,
that's the hand.
Did you give him any tips on being an ex-con? On helping out being an ex-con on the set?
We had some. What do you call it? We had some where you sit around and talk about it.
Okay.
And it was pretty cool. They were pretty sharp. They did their homework. Mm-hmm. They actually did their homework. And in my wildest, I would never. You would think that they had been in prison, all of them. They did. Mm-hmm. They did really unbelievable. And then De Niro's just, God, he's just so fun to watch, man. He's just so fun to watch. It's just like he's like walking through this dream almost. You know, when you're watching him, you're like watching a dream. He's just like amazing to watch. And then Val Kilmer, the same thing. You know, he's like, wow, guys, those are my guys.
Sure. What's the most nervous you've ever been on a movie set?
That's it right there when I met them. You know what? I got to tell you something. When I was doing Machete, and Robert De Niro came to do Machete with me, right? He played the senator that was going to build a wall.
Okay.
It's really, this is Robert Rodriguez is amazing because he predicted all this stuff 10 years ago. And when Robert De Niro saw me, he goes, "Hey, you, huh? You, yeah, you, number one on the call sheet." And I was stunned. I mean, it's De Niro. All I could say was, "Can I get you some coffee, Mr. De Niro?" You know.
And did you get him? Did you get him?
He said, "No, we got."
But you got him donuts. I know that.
I got a donut shop.
I know you got a coffee and donut shop here in Los Angeles. Danny Trejo here on the Rich Eisen Show. So you're perfect for this TV show that you put together with Man at Arms, Art of War, where you're using all different sorts of weaponry.
Well, we build them, but most shows just build them, show you how to build them. We go into the history of them. You know, the history, how they won wars, you know, and how they were used and stuff. And the demonstrations are awesome. And there's one episode where, you know, it's like you got to be really careful because there's some really, really dangerous weapons.
What's the easiest job you've ever had? Is
Acting.
it acting? Or is this it right here? This show?
No, this one is like I think it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous job.
What do you mean? Like you can seriously get hurt with
Well,
something?
yeah. I mean, you know, it's like you got something that's so sharp you can cut a cantaloupe. I cut a watermelon right in half, and it stayed right there. It didn't even fall. And at first, I thought I missed it, and then you just pushed it, and it just went right through it.
Okay, so you can actually, you need to get some troubleshooting on the set a little bit.
Troubleshooting at Troubleshooter Studios.
And now you've got to, I guess, kind of make the turn here. A weapon like LeBron James here in Los Angeles.
Lakers.
What is that? I mean, you must go back to the Lakers.
Yeah, way back.
Well, you're talking. If you're talking about sneaking into the Coliseum when you did, you're talking about when they arrived here from Minneapolis.
And as quiet as kept, I'm just so amazed that he's here. And if you ever seen him in person, he's this mammoth.
Yeah, I know. We saw him. We were at Media Day last week,
Okay,
and he comes walking out from behind a curtain. And it had been a few years since I'd seen him because I haven't been in an NBA Finals in a while. And he's a massive human being, and I couldn't.
And it's so funny. I tell you, you know, I was in Florida, and I don't know if the lady was right or not, but that was when I smoked. Right, I was smoking a cigarette, and this little lady comes out and says, "Can I have a cigarette?" You know, I go, "Sure." And I gave her a cigarette. You know, and we're smoking. She's I don't want my son to see. She's smoking a cigarette, and I said, "Who's your son?" She says, LeBron James. I almost snatched a cigarette bag. Now I don't know if that was really.
So LeBron's mom was sneaking to smoke or bumming a cigarette off of Danny Trejo. Is that what you're saying?
I guess LeBron had wanted her to stop smoking.
Now that right there is a story that you don't expect. So this is when you were smoking and he was in Miami.
Yeah.
And now here you are years later.
Yeah.
Now maybe you go to Staples.
Absolutely.
You don't smoke anymore.
No.
Okay.
So moms can't come out.
And we're assuming maybe Mrs. James doesn't anymore either.
Yeah. But he is. When he got out of his car, whoa. And this guy's a big guy.
So you did see him then?
Yeah, I saw him there.
Okay.
He was
now he's a Laker. It's amazing. It really is, Danny.
It's a small world, man. But it's like, you know what? What goes around comes around. You know, I love where I'm at right now. You know, I ran. Me and Baby Bash. After the game.
Yes.
We were at the bottom of the steps, and Baby Bash is a hell of an athlete, right? I mean, I watched him shoot a basketball from one basket, to another, and make it for $10,000 for charity, and made it, right?
Right.
And we were at the bottom of the steps, and I says, go for it. And we ran those steps. You know, I'm 74. You know, I know he's nowhere near 70. And
You're really 74.
We both made it. Yeah, we both made it up to the top. And then he said, "You okay?" I go, "No."
And the internet still can't kill you off either, man. It's good to see you here, Danny. Man at Arms: Art of War on the El Rey Network, premiering this Thursday at 8 Eastern Time, a 10-episode season. Come back anytime.
It's going to be
please.
awesome.
Thanks for being here.
God bless you.
You got
Thank
it. Danny Trejo here on The Rich Eisen Show.
Go Rams.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.